a motivational animated story. In the small hilltop town of Merrow's Peak lived a quiet boy named Alin, known for one thing: he always carried a paintbrush tucked behind his ear, even though he had never painted a single picture. Every morning, he climbed the windy cliffs overlooking the valley. He would stand there, eyes half closed, whispering, "One day, I'll paint something that changes everything." But the truth was, Alin was afraid. He feared the townspeople would laugh at his dreams. He feared his paintings would never be good enough. He feared trying and failing, so his canvas stayed blank. The day the wind stopped. Merrow's Peak was famous for its endless wind. Windmills spun day and night, giving the town power and light. But one morning, something impossible happened. The wind stopped, completely. Windmills froze, lanterns dimmed, and the entire town panicked. The mayor announced, "If we cannot restore the wind by sunset, Merrow's Peak will fall into darkness." Everyone searched for answers, the scholars, the builders, the elders, yet no one could figure it out. All except one person, Alin. He remembered an old legend his grandmother once told him: the wind is a living spirit. It stays only when people dream boldly. Alin felt a trembling spark in his chest. He hurried home, grabbed his blank canvas, and ran toward the cliffs, painting the impossible. As he reached the cliff's edge, Alin set down his canvas. His hands shook, his heart hammered. He whispered, "If dreaming brings the wind, then this is my dream." And for the first time in his life, he dipped his brush into paint. He painted swirling skies, rushing currents, the feeling of freedom, the sound of courage, everything he had ever imagined the wind to be. As he painted, something magical happened. A faint breeze brushed past his ear. Then stronger, then louder. Alin kept painting, faster and braver than ever before. His strokes danced with the rising gusts. His colors spun into the air. The windmills began to turn. People looked up to see a whirlwind of color spiraling from the cliffs, as if the wind itself had come to life through Alin's art. By the time he placed his brush down, Merrow's Peak roared with wind once more. The town that believed. At sunset, the townspeople gathered around Alin's glowing canvas. The mayor said softly, "Why did you think you could do this?" Alin smiled, for the first time unafraid. "I didn't think I could. I just finally tried." And from that day forward, Merrow's Peak had a new tradition. Every year, children and adults hiked to the cliffs to paint their dreams, no matter how big, strange, or impossible. Because they had learned that dreams, once expressed, create the winds that move the world. Moral of the story: courage isn't the absence of fear, it's painting your canvas anyway. Your dream doesn't need to be perfect, it just needs to begin. When you dare to create, the world responds.